Danny, Rick Tockett today was talking about how hockey IQ can help players kind of age into their 30s pretty well. Christian Dvorak obviously turns 30 next month. Do you feel like his hockey IQ and the way he plays the game will help him? We love smart players. And what I like about Christian is, he bet on himself going into the season. Took a 1 year deal. We wanted to get to know him a little better, and since he arrived, total pro, what he's done on the ice, he's a good example for our players and for all our young guys that are coming up. That's the part that I love. His play speaks for itself, obviously, but I'm excited about what he's bringing to the rest of the team and eventually all our good young prospects being able to play both ends of the ice, win face-offs, smart hockey. I'm excited that he wanted to stay here. I think for us it's a good sign. Someone that bet on himself, chose us and then wants to stay here. It's very exciting.
What makes you confident that he can sustain for the length of the contract?
He's 29 years old, and we're. Right. I mean, there's guys that play to their 40s. He's going to be 34 at the end of his contract. I have no doubt that if he takes care of himself the way he showed up in shape this year at training camp, absolutely no worries about that.
Obviously, Danny, there's he was a pending unrestricted free agent, right? There were no assurances you were ever going to sign him to an extension. The fact that you did it this long, does that also send a message to the dressing room and to some of the guys that you talked about before the season that they owe a chance to make a playoff run, that you're not going to be sellers, and that maybe that can give them a boost here?
It's not really a message. It's more he earned it. He's a player. He's a good hockey player that makes us a better team. And he's a player we want to keep around for the reason that I just mentioned a few minutes ago. I just think he makes our team better. There's obviously, you guys know that there's not a lot of free agents, unrestricted free agents available this summer. Almost no centermen. If the options are to let him walk, to trade him, or to re-sign him, and if you let him walk, you got to find something else. There's almost no centers available. You have to look at a trade, and it's going to cost you assets to do that. Christian is probably better than any trades we would have been able to make, most likely. So we're excited about the signing.
Danny, you guys obviously have a deep prospect pool down the middle and just up front in general. I guess, where do you see Christian fitting, and why are you, I guess, presumably not worried that he won't, block some of the kids that you want to get shots at some point?
Well, young prospects, there's no guarantee. You just never know. You never know which and when they're going to be ready. Everybody has their own pace. I look at my own career. It took me a while. I was 24, 25 years old before, I took the next step. So you just don't know. Denver Barkey last year, we thought he'd be in the minors for 2-3 years, and now he's with us. You just don't know. We're not going to rush anybody. But when a player is ready, we'll find a way to make him room. And that's what we're doing with Denver at the moment. When they're ready, we'll find a room for good players.
But do you feel the team is in a position, like as you get closer to the deadline, that you are going to take a swing for it? Do you feel like you guys are?
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. It's exciting to see what's going on. We're going to try to help the team if we can, but it's something that's going to make sense. It doesn't change division. It doesn't change what we're trying to do. It's still about the future. If we do make a move, it's going to be something that's going to help us for the future as well, not just in the moment. There's not, don't bank on any rental and to give up assets. We're not at that stage yet.
Piggyback up on what Charlie said, the composition of the team obviously every year changes at least a little bit. How much is Christian's versatility to be able to move around and line play?
Well, it's a good point. It's he's so good on the draw. He's one of the best face-off and in the league. So that's a help. We have Sean Couturier, who's really good at it, but since we lost Claude Giroux, it was a little tougher. So now, Christian really helped us in the circle. But he can also play the wing. We saw him early in the year and in training camp. He played the wing for a little bit. He can kill penalties. He can play on a power play. He can play against the top lines. versatile players like him are a big assets to any team.
You're at the halfway point here
Yeah.
as of today. Is the team ahead of where you thought they might be, about where you expected? I mean, how do you kind of look at where you're at the standings, I guess, right now?
Well, we expected to be competitive. Maybe a little better than I expected, to be honest with you. But I expected us to be competitive. The funny part is, we can win 2 games and be in first place, or we could lose 3 and be in last place in our division. So, there's no guarantee. It can change really quick. I love that at the halfway point, we're right in the mix. That to me is exciting for a lot of our young players to get that experience. We got it 2 years ago. We saw how it went in the second half. I'm hoping that this year, a lot of the guys that were there will be better prepared to face the music when it matters most.
How do you feel Talk's assimilated in so far? Through just a half season, obviously, but back end.
Talk has been great. Obviously, you saw that with the team, how the team is performing. He's creating really good habits. We've tightened up defensively. Overall, we certainly look like a team. So, it's not just Talk. I think his assistant coaches have done tremendous work as well. So I've been happy with the coaching staff.
Do you expect, Trevor Zegras is talking this morning as like a guy that he expects to be here for a long time too. Do you feel like this Christian staying here is good buddy could
I certainly hope so.
get that?
Certainly hope it helps. Trevor's another reason why we've taken a step. So we'll see. We haven't started discussing anything with Trevor, but he's restricted, so we have a little bit more, power on that front. But we want to keep him here. It's been working out, and hopefully he keeps playing the way he has. He's been impressive this year.
Thanks, Danny.